Hello, everybody! We are finally back with a new Sunday Funday. To quickly explain why there was no The House with the Clock in Its Walls review, you can thank McDonald's. We were going to get something to eat real quick beforehand, and it turned into an extra 45, 50-minute debacle of trying to just get food. And by then, I was like, well, I got to cancel tickets. Then later on, I don't want to fucking go.
I just go book shopping instead.
Yeah. So, yeah, no review of that, but I decided to put up my Peter Rabbit review because I've been meaning to talk about that piece of shit. And now, to segue into everything, we're going to talk about Night School. We were undecided for a while where we were going to see Hellfest, Smallfoot, or Night School. Hellfest had a really small showing, not only that, but the original premise I remember way back when this movie was first ever pitched was totally different than what we got, which this just seems like it'd be a generic slasher film. So I was like,
oh, they're running around, they think it's a joke, but there's actually a killer after them, and then they try to alert the authorities, and authorities don't believe them.
well, security is really what it is. And
some kind of authority figure.
yeah, it's just, who gives two flying shits? It doesn't seem like an interesting premise, especially when the house can carry an hour and a half, much less 15 minutes of a movie. So, didn't care about that. Smallfoot looked like I was going to be pulling out my hair thanks to a ton of little kids. So I was like, let's go see.
Well, we had little kids in our theater anyway.
Yeah, we had like 9 of them. All from one family, too.
Uh-huh.
So,
Took their sweet ass time leaving the theater, too.
besides the audience experience, just to talk about, like, reason why we didn't see Smallfoot and decided to see Night School, I was like, alright, Night School doesn't look good. It looked not good for a while, or like, it doesn't look very funny. But maybe it's just mediocre, or just at worst. Smallfoot looked constantly like it was going to be bad. I didn't think Smallfoot was going to ever get to be decent. And also, if I had to put up with little kids, it would blow my brains out. Night School's one of the worst damn movies I've seen in a long fucking time, and that's saying a mouthful.
It somehow is worse than Happy Time Murders.
Those who've seen the trailers for this movie, it is the exact premise of what it is. Kevin Hart he ended up he dropped out of high school simply because he has a learning disability. And because it's in 2001 or whatever it is, it said it was in 2001. His parents, 1, never tried to get him diagnosed with this learning disability. 2, never tried to enroll
They just thought he was dumb.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I should be honest, he actually is really dumb throughout this entire movie. It's not so much trying to pick on people who have learning disabilities, just he does dumb things. Like, things that no human being would do for any fucking reason.
He can't even spell his legal name.
It's Theodore. His name is Teddy Walker, and I'm pretty sure somebody was probably listening to a Minnesota Vikings like, Terry Bridgewater, there we go, it's close. Teddy Walker. It's almost the same syllable, strangely enough. But yeah, he needs to get his GED. You learn it's because his friend promises, hey, I can get you a job, just you need to be able to get a high school diploma.
No college necessary, just
sure.
At least get your GED and I can, help you get hired on here.
Yeah, it's like
Went to a decent paying job so he can impress his girlfriend who makes a hell of a lot more money than he does.
Yeah, even though it's one of those things where I'm confused because this takes place in modern time. He's so opposed to his girlfriend paying for anything. Even though, even his buddy says, yeah, you're not making enough money to pay for your Porsche or pay for anything. And hell, his girlfriend does know that he works as a salesman. Like, you see early on, he works as a salesman of barbecue grills and all that. She knows that. She just doesn't know he's a high school dropout. Why that never came up, I don't know.
Yeah. Then one night, while he tries to propose to her at his place of work,
he blows it
I
up and
would say-
somehow doesn't kill himself.
yeah.
And he's out of a job, so he's trying to get this new job. Hijinks is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Now, to explain why this isn't so...
Again, all to impress his girlfriend. Or should I say, fiance.
Yeah, and eventually, to tell you all how the love story aspect of this goes down, it goes down exactly as you expect. She learns he lied to her about, because she didn't know he was a high school dropout, and he's been sneaking off to go to GED courses and all that.
And she's all, I don't care about the money, and
Yeah.
she's more than happy to, like, pay for stuff, like, when they go out to eat or something.
Yeah, and he's ultra alpha male. Oh, me man, me pay. Even though I can't afford it.
Probably a bit more old-fashioned.
But it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's... I don't know. It's just... There's so much of this movie that just doesn't make any fucking sense. Throughout every second you watch of this, you're like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why is he doing this? And like I said, it's just because he does dumb things. Like, oh, I'm not going to let my girlfriend pay for dinner, even though I obviously cannot afford it, because I just don't get it. There's too many times where, or like later on, when they're finally in the GED courses. Oh yeah, and also just to talk about the one thing that is probably, I think, the worst part of this entire movie.
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish is just the bane of my existence. All she does is scream. Everything she does is yell. And because she yells constantly, it's funny. Like, people were constantly laughing because she was yelling. It's like, alright, I grew up above the age of laughing and just yelling at about 5. So, am I in a theater full of a bunch of freaking kids? The fuck is going on right now?
Well, you're probably the same people who think that Will Ferrell is funny. Because, oh my god!
Will Ferrell can be funny, but he needs, whenever it's more in like the small doses, he's more, that's the best way to put it, almost kind of deadpan. Watch Talladega Nights. Like I said, Talladega Nights is the one really funny Will Ferrell led movie, and because of that, people thought, oh, well, people loved him screaming. Like, no, the screaming parts of him weren't actually as funny as they probably could have been. It was always funny, more the subdued shit that constantly kept happening throughout it. It just kind of said and just happened. But yeah, Tiffany Haddish is just, you hate her so much throughout this movie. If she's not screaming, she's not fucking saying dumb things.
Doesn't seem to be as bad as the trailer for Nobody's Fool.
That's not saying anything. That's a Tyler Perry movie. Tyler Perry movies are all just AIDS in film form. They destroy your body and make you just wish for the sweet release of death.
Well, honey.
Tyler Perry, do not ever make another fucking movie as long as you goddamn live.
Yeah.
Please, just act. You're okay at that. Except as Medea. If you do Medea again, I'm just going to castrate you with a hot poker. Not even a sharp one. Be dull so it will hurt more. And yes, I was slipping to a British accent saying that. Love you, Alan Rickman. You bygone dude.
The opinions of him does not necessarily reflect the opinions of me.
Megan likes Tyler Perry for some reason. I fucking can't stand his movies.
I have not seen that much Tyler Perry. I've seen a little bit of the Medea films.
Okay.
What little I've seen, I do think that he's funny as Medea.
She has no taste. What can I say? She wants to marry this, so.
That's pretty much tastes are awesome, but we're not going to get into that again.
So, you get Tiffany Haddish screaming every line she has for some fucking reason.
You get the annoying night school classmates.
Ugh. Rob Riggle isn't even funny. That's the bad part. Rob Riggle can usually be really funny. He was the guy who...
Big Mac?
Yeah. He's usually pretty funny. Instead, they give him just these stupid, obvious fucking jokes. And that's another thing that's wrong with this fucking movie. All the jokes are fucking obvious.
Including some, like, easy, gross out humor. It's like, okay, that's just really juvenile.
And it's not even like good gross out humor like you would expect like in Knocked Up or a few other different movies. No, it's just dumb shit constantly. And I get it. This movie's made for fucking idiots. That's the only reason why our audience was laughing, I have to guess. Sorry if I'm speaking down to about 300 people. Well, I don't think there's that many people. Might have been some people sitting on laps. But I like comedy. I love to laugh. Liar Liar always gets me. I still laugh at that fucking movie to this day. Jim Carrey is very, very fucking funny. Kevin Hart can be very, very funny. Central Intelligence I thought was actually really funny at points, if its main premise was kind of simple. What the fuck? Do we think if we just stick Kevin Hart in a movie that, oh, it's instant gold? Because it's not. It's really, really bad. I cannot think of a single Kevin Hart movie that he's done, or a single movie Kevin Hart has done besides Central Intelligence that is the least bit decent even. And to be fair, this is probably the worst I have seen. And it's all because it's just these painful jokes that you can guess the punchline. Or they're jokes that go on too long. It's like, oh, we're just going to keep beating that dead horse. Just beat it till it's just a paste. Peter Rabbit did that shit. And guess what? That wasn't funny. It's not funny here. I don't know why they went so hick with that.
I mean, even in, like, Deadpool 2, them dragging on the death scene at the end.
Yeah, that got a little old.
Yeah, it's like, dragging on a joke for too long, even if it is kind of funny.
It'll hurt it. It'll make it go from not being funny, or go from being funny to being not funny.
You're like, okay, you beat the dead horse. Can we move on now? Whereas this, it's like, okay, the horse was dead on arrival. Quit beating it. You know, can we just move on? Because you beating it more is not going to make it... Oh, is it funny now? Is it funny now? Okay, well, how about now? Is it funny now? Is it suddenly funny now? No, it's not. It's not.
I think I know what this movie is. This movie is your 4-year-old nephew who says the first ever joke he ever heard and keeps saying it over and over again.
Until you finally laugh.
Yeah, until you finally laugh just because you want to keep from choking the life out of him. Like, if you don't shut up, I'm going to kill you right here in front of your parents. Charlie sounds like he's going to be a great kidnapper. That might be. It's like I'm going to be a great dad. I don't know why kidnapper was trying to give in my brain. Oh. This is what this movie does to me. I blame the movie.
I know we left a few brain cells at the theater.
A few?
I almost feel like I should be like holding up a Wile E. Coyote sign. Help.
Help.
Help me.
Yikes.
That's it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make signs. Like,
here's your sign.
Like, help. Yikes.
And I would talk about the plot of this movie, but it's so fucking basic.
And they stretch it out.
This movie's nearly 2 hours long.
I would say for 2 goddamn hours. It's like, even at the end, it's like, okay, where is the fast forward button so we can get out of here?
Hell, Central...
Of course, he was tempted to walk out.
Yeah, nearly halfway through, I was like, I really want to make this the first movie I ever walked out of. Just because this helmet child of a movie is just so
You were one to walk
boring.
out from the beginning, just about.
No, it was actually about like halfway through. It was during the heist scene. And they did, because it drags so slowly.
Yeah.
And it's just, none of it was funny. There wasn't any real genuine heart. This feels like a cash grab. They made this movie for $15, and then they're like, all right, everybody, you're going to get a cut of the revenue from people who are too stupid to know better. So here, you're going to make your millions that way. So that's how this piece of shit got greenlit. Why? At least Central Intelligence, for as mind-numbing as technically the main story was, it was an hour and 40 minutes long. That was still a little long in the tooth, because it probably could have been a quick, breezy hour and a half. Worst things have ever happened. But this is, like I said, it's nearly 2 fucking hours of not funny. And it's obviously an hour and a half movie where they're like, well, we did this. This shit's not really important, but we could cut it out, but let's just leave it all in, because who gives a shit?
Yeah, he fails the GED test the first time. And it's like, oh, I'm going to take it again. I'm not going to get discouraged. And he takes it again. And 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 I don't know how many fucking times. And keeps telling us like, okay, well, I was like, I failed, but I'm going to try it again. Okay, well, I definitely failed that time, but I'm going to try it again. Until finally he passes, like, why? Why did this joke have to go on so long? Why did y'all have to pad this runtime with this bullshit?
Hell, there's so much that pads this movie. Like, all the shit's...
Like, subplot with the...
Hell, the girlfriend is worthless throughout this movie.
she's very superfluous.
Yeah, like, all she...
I could have sworn she's playing by that one chick from Fresh Prince. You know, look her up.
I am phone here in a second. It's not one of these like, oh, you know, she's a bad actress. No, she's fine. Just, she doesn't do anything. She's just a plot device to move the story and to give Kevin Hart a down-to-earth Hart moment. Not with his name. That pun is not intended, because that pun is too smart for this fucking movie.
She's mostly there to act as the
eye candy and the driving
MacGuffin.
force.
Yeah, I'm gonna say she's the MacGuffin. It's like, it's because of her that he wants to get a better job to impress her. But in order to get this better job, he needs to go back to high school and get his GED. And it's like, okay, why can't you decide to do this on your own? You gotta do it for
a chick.
For some female who doesn't even give two shits that he makes less money than her.
She seems like she wouldn't even care if he wasn't working, as long as he was at least actively looking for a job or something. Like, what she's mad about is that he lies to her at one point. And instead of him... Sorry, I keep seeing someone on my glasses and I thought it was something flying on Megan. But...
The reflection of the...
No, there was actually something on my glasses.
Okay.
But, yeah, he... Instead of just being honest with her, it's like, yes, I lied to you and I shouldn't have. I'm a terrible human being. I should be stabbed and left dead in the street. But, you know, that's me. Sorry, I might be interjecting a little. And it doesn't add anything to the movie. It really doesn't add a single iota of anything. Like, hell, there is this... I'll just say what he is. He actually is a Mexican guy who is supposed to be this waiter at this restaurant. Him and Kevin Hart... I can't remember his damn character's name. It's Teddy. But they get into an argument because... Teddy was trying to cheat his way out of having to pay for the check, so he put pubes on it. And the waiter, he immediately gets angry, and then he gets fired, and he tries to blame Kevin Hart, and then they just make up off-screen. Even though the waiter and Kevin Hart are both fucking obnoxious throughout the whole thing, because the waiter's trying to act like, oh, I know these are black guy pubes and everything. It's like, and then he gets mad at Kevin Hart because he got fired. It's like, oh... Yeah, because you sound like a raving racist asshole. It's like, yeah, he's
You are right, but it's just the way you went about it.
Yeah, it's one of those like, Sue, I like your enthusiasm, your execution could use a lot of work.
And he wants to be a pop singer along the lines of Justin Bieber.
Yeah, Justin Bieber.
Or Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, he exists simply to make ethnic jokes or something. And
yeah.
It's not funny. You just really like, I want you to shut up. Just shut up. There's some guy, his name is Jalen. He's scared of machines. He's not
Or like a robot uprising or something.
Yeah, and everybody in the theater were laughing at it, and I'm like, am I missing something?
Yeah, every time I say, that's what's up. That's what's up.
It was, oh, funny joke in the world. I'm like,
yeah, that's what's up.
I was going to go, what the fuck am I? Am I going insane? Am I missing a joke? Am I watching a Woody Allen film? Is there some smart thing I'm not getting? I know I can be really fucking stupid. I admit I'm stupid. What am I missing? There was a point where I just had to take my glasses off. I'm like, this isn't good. This is Ghostbuster levels.
Heard you taking off your glasses and looking over. It's like, oh, this, we're already starting with this, huh? Already doing the Ghostbusters thing, huh?
Oh. It's Ghostbusters levels of incompetent and laziness.
Remake. Let me word it that way.
The original Ghostbusters is fucking awesome, and it shows so much smart writing, so much well done thinking of how the jokes are going to play together, how much every little bit is going to work. This movie is just lazy. It's lazy as fuck. It's meant for the stupidest fucking people in the world.
Lowest, most common denominator. Just.
I wouldn't show this to a retarded baby. It's that bad. Why does this fucking exist? The premise is not that interesting. You, at best, have a few jokes you maybe could make out of it. It's like a shitty SNL skit that got drug out into a full-length film. Wouldn't surprise me if the fucking writers were SNL writers. And not good old SNL, like early 90s or late 70s. No. We're talking about shitty current SNL writers who can't make jokes to save their life. Ugh. Fuck this movie. I hate
there's
it
also
so much.
This teenager, she's kind of one-dimensional.
She's just your average, typical teenager, but they don't really use it for anything. I'm like, oh, I'm surprised you didn't go with those easy jokes. But instead, she just is a teenager who just exists.
I'm surprised, going for the easy jokes that they didn't have some of the guys kind of perving on her.
No, because that would have made this movie insufferably creepy. But hey, it would have been something. At least it would have been, I can at least say they're all creepy as hell.
Everybody cringing while laughing like, oh, it's creepy, but it's funny because it's creepy. Would not have surprised me.
Oh, there's also some lady who...
Some, housewife who wants to get her GED because...
She pretty much wants to get out of the house.
Well, and also, they're not able to live on her husband's income, just on her husband's income anymore. And she's afraid how he's going to react to her wanting to go to college. And then turns out he's, totally cool with it. Though he seems, overbearing at first. It was like, what the hell?
Yeah, and that's the one thing is, when we're just introduced to these people, they exposit the things about them. If they wanted to make this a thing about all of these different characters, what we should have had all these different characters throughout the movie before that scene. At that point, 1, you can cut out the exposition. 2, you could actually add some, physical humor. You could actually have added some decent dialogue and exchanges between different people. And 3, you also probably could have seen, alright, so if people saying it isn't funny, if actual seeing it isn't funny, maybe we could then say, we don't need to make this movie. God, I can't stand this.
Yeah, just... I don't know. I hate to say it, it could have been possibly been a funny movie, but it's just way down with so much bullshit, so many jokes that are not funny, that drag on way too long, storylines that drag on way too long, one-dimensional characters that are on screen for way too goddamn much. And there's Tiffany Haddish, who's on screen at all.
Tiffany Haddish exists, so that's a problem.
Yeah.
I want to say, she's a lovely lady. She might be funny if she can learn to fucking stop screaming. That's like people who think that Kate McKinnon... Is her name Kate McKinnon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say, they think that that stupid idiot is the funniest thing ever. It's like, no, all she does is make awkward humor. You want to know what? Ellen's not funny either, and all she does is awkward humor. So guess what? It's not funny. Sorry, Ellen's not funny, people. If you think it is, I don't know what to tell you. Have fun in the home. So, would you want to give your score for this movie? Or is there more you want to say about Night School? I honestly will... Sorry, Dave. Okay, good. Before I even say... I will say, I wasn't expecting to hate this movie. Like,
We were hoping, actually, for at least...
Okay, yeah, like...
Right, okay, that was kind of bad. That's kind of thing we watched. Maybe a couple of funny jokes, but... meh.
Yeah, hell, here's the bad thing. Emoji Movie, which aimed at, I have to guess, infants, is somehow smarter. Let's put that in perspective. The Emoji Movie, the worst movie of last year, is smarter than Night School.
Well, too bad Emoji Movie didn't come out this year. They couldn't have said, oh, we're smarter than Night School.
And it's like, hey, we don't suck as many balls as that movie. True, but you do suck a lot of balls.
They could use that in their marketing.
Oh, that's like some of the marketing I've seen for, what the hell is... Oh, yeah, it's for Amazon's new show. Frickin', what's his name? The Jack Ryan movie or show. Tom Clancy bullshit. I don't give a fuck. Amazon sucks ass anyway.
Jack Ryan.
Yeah. But...
John Krasinski.
Yeah, I like one of them's John Krasinski is ... entertaining. It's like, you had to stretch to make that a positive review. Because the best I've heard about is, it's okay.
It's like that one commercial. It's like, it's pretty bad. But pretty bad. It's pretty still, or it's pretty ugly or something like that. It's like, but it's pretty, right? No, it's pretty ugly. It's like the guy just like not getting it. And
I would say it's also similar to a Last Week Tonight review, and I'm pretty sure they're going to somehow try to twist my words, put some ... dots to put for this movie. And then it's like, Mordecai's a pile of ... great. It's like, no, it ain't. This is probably one of the worst movies that's come out this year. It is indicative of what is wrong with a lot of comedies.
what's wrong with society?
Yeah. We do not aim to try and actually think up of our jokes or anything like that.
We're not asking to be overly intellectual.
Yeah, because Woody Allen can go fuck himself, that goddamn pedophile. I hope Woody
Why
Allen
the hell
gets...
does that guy still have a career?
Because he hasn't been raped by a rhino yet.
No, it's like, why are people still letting him, like, act and direct, or at least direct in Hollywood?
Because people like pedophiles in Hollywood. Why do you think they like sexual predators. Why do you think Bill Cosby was a thing? Or
and Kevin Spacey's they're erasing him from existence.
Well, Kevin Spacey did it to himself in the worst way humanly possible.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein is as well as getting erased, thankfully.
But why is Woody Allen not among these assholes?
Because his raping is of people he kills afterwards. I don't know. Woody Allen's a scumbag, so... This movie's a scumbag, too. In fact, I would say that this is a really stupid Woody Allen movie. It's a movie that really wants to pretend it's making some good, funny jokes, but it doesn't say... Like, there is some good humor you could possibly make about our current educational system. And also how it fails a lot of kids. You know, there is wonderful humor. There is so much material there. Instead, these jokes are just the dumbest pieces of shit you could think of. My cousin, or actually my nephews, can think of better jokes. Pretty sure my cousin, who is a literal toddler, can think up better jokes. And she can barely talk. Yeah, fuck, guys.
Like I said, it may have a dumb premise, but, you know, in the right hands, it could have possibly have been decent, at least. Maybe actually funny. But
the right writers would have done a lot better.
Yeah. Just trying to appeal to the lowest common denominator is... Which apparently they succeeded in doing because there was a whole bunch of...
Yeah, never have I almost got my own ass kicked because I was really tempted to say something when we were walking out theaters. Or two guys behind us, oh, that was really funny. I was like, no, you're going to say something's going to get your asses royally kicked. I'm going to wake up in the hospital.
I was like, don't take a page out of my book.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
Neil got himself in trouble. Actually, I kind of did.
Yeah, I'm going to say he probably did.
Probably. Might or might not be out of a job. We'll see.
Yeah, at this point, I was like,
As a root beer tries to kill me.
do not get murdered by barks.
Sorry, just go down the wrong tube.
Oh, I did that the other day with a piece of chicken. Trying to see, he's like, hey, can I breathe in chicken? No, lunch can't. Can't breathe in liquids or solids, people. Really hurts. We'll put your drink in.
But we continue.
So, I don't want to talk about this much more because it's really painful.
We just want to scrub it from our memories.
Yeah. I was really tempted to have like a few beers, and I'm like, oh, I gotta drive here in a bit, so fucking one. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, I was trying to discuss dinner plans with him in the middle of the movie. I'm like, okay, so what sounds good for dinner? And what'd you say, like Jack?
I said booze, just lots of booze.
So like Jack Daniel or something.
Yeah, I said it fit the Jack. Yeah. It really did sound a lot. It sounded pretty good earlier. I was like, booze sounds really good right now. Just want a big bottle just full of Jack. Give me some tequila too, maybe.
Just like open up the head, just pour directly on the brain. It's like just there, wash away that. But the bad people can't hurt us no more. So.
This is one. It's the worst comedy that's come out this year. It's arguably one of the worst comedies that's come out in the past few years.
Like I said, it somehow is worse than Happy Time Murders. How the fuck do you accomplish this? How?
Happy Time Murders, if I'm going to give it a smidge of credit, at least had an interesting premise that it almost could have made work. With, a better lead, a better script, a better film.
Are there a couple of jokes that were kind of funny in Happy Time Murders?
I think there was like one I kind of at, and that was about it with Happy Time Murders. Well, it's like this. There was one joke I kind of at the beginning. That was the Webster joke, which was kind of cute. Because it kind of says, like, you're like my Gary Coleman or Webster. Though the biggest problem is I've heard that joke before in other Kevin Hart movies.
But yeah, he's a short little black man.
Yeah, thanks, movie.
I thought it kind of funny. Tiffany Haddish calling him a burnt leprechaun. It's like, okay, that's kind of funny.
So, do you give this a 1 as well, or are you nice in giving it a 2?
I may be too nice sometimes, but there is a limit to my niceness. Yeah, it's gonna have to be a 1. It's like, though I wish we could make an exception and give it negative.
No, because that would make it a remarkably bad movie, and that's the worst thing. It's like many of the movies that end up always near the top of our worst of list. It's not that they're bad in a fun example, or even like a wonderful trainer. It's just a really bad time. It's really rough to sit through it. At least Batman Robin, you laugh at it, but more you're pointing at it and laughing like a mean kid.
Yeah, it's more just how dumb it is.
Yeah, it's like picking on the fat kid at school. Ayo. So, I would rather talk about what we're going to go see next month.
Oh, next month, yeah.
And next week, too. Since it's in the month and we can actually do a needs for a change. As you can probably guess, we're going to go see Venom. I don't give two flying shits about A Star Is Born. It's just, why should I care about Lady Gaga?
A remake of a remake.
Yeah. Woo!
Rock opera turned into a country musical.
Yeah, whoopee shit. And yeah, it's Bradley Cooper's first directorial debut. And sure, we got the first directorial debut of John Krasinski, but at least it was in a very, very unique horror film. Probably one of the best movies that came out this year. So, yeah, don't give two shits about that. October 12th, I learned that it got pushed back a month or a week. So we're going to probably go see Bad Times at the Royale. At the El Royale. And we've actually been seeing trailers where I'm like, alright, that looks actually really cool.
Yeah, I mean, got the star-studded cast.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it looks like it's going to be fun in some way or another.
It looks like it's going to have a lot of intriguing stuff, a lot of mysteries. I'm wanting to see what's going on here.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to that one.
Chris Hemsworth is fine, so.
You see him shirtless throughout most of that movie.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Howdy. He's also going to be doing a southern accent, too.
That'd be interested to hear. Being from the South, I was like, okay, how good can you do this? Probably since you're not American, you can do it pretty damn well.
For the 19th, or the week of the 19th, we're probably going to go see Halloween, because there is not enough shits I could not give about The Hate U Give. Sure, yeah. Hate U Give is a movie that probably could have had a bigger impact if it wasn't being released in the middle of Halloween. I know, well, middle of October. I know October's now becoming the, like, Oscar month. That's the reason why The First Man is also coming out then, but yeah, we're not going to give a shit, because we're going to go see Bad Times. Also, nothing like seeing at least a horror movie during October, even though I think Halloween's probably going to be at best. Hey, maybe it'll be okay. And surprisingly, even though John Carpenter's my favorite director of all time, I've never seen the original Halloween. So, I have to do that.
That makes two of us, so.
I can tell you it's about a dude named Jason. I'm just going to go home.
That part, you are home.
Oh, fuck is wrong with me?
Like I said, we left a few brain cells in the movie theater.
Yeah. It's about a guy named Michael Myers who goes around killing people. That's all my dumb joke was going to be.
And Jamie Lee Curtis was in it. She got attacked, or this.
Her friends got killed. She was the survivor. Eventually, I think they're trying to retcon out that they're related. But I can't remember. I haven't seen Halloween, y'all. I do know that she is supposed to be related via some of the sequels. From there, I don't know. Hey, I always like Jamie Lee Curtis, so I mean, there's that. And to end the month, because there is not enough shits I do not give about Johnny English, we're going to go see the shitty-looking Hunter Killer. Gerard Butler.
Please, Gerard Butler, I beg you. Please, let this movie be decent, be meh. At least be like, 4 or 5 or 6 range. At least. I'm so tired of all the shit coming this year.
If it's like Olympus Has Fallen, which is done by the same the producers and all that, it's going to be fun. It's going to take itself not very seriously, so it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Like,
I'll set it for a minute. At least.
Like I said, I'm hoping that like I said, it's going to take cues from Olympus and London Has Fallen and just be a goofy ride that just has no... I was like, we're just going to have fun with this premise, folks. We know it's stupid, but you know what? Just sit back and let's get on this roller coaster. So, hopefully. So, nothing can be as bad as night school. I want some wood to knock on because I don't want anything to try. I know that I'm tempting fate by saying that, but there's no way something can be this obnoxiously unfunny. And if you are just curious, like, oh, maybe I'll watch it because see a bad bad movie or something. No. This isn't even a wonderful train wreck. It's like any bad comedy.
I don't think we can even recommend it for diehard Kevin Hart fans.
Yeah. You'll die, that's for sure. Mostly thanks to the nooses you're going to tie around your own necks afterwards. It's just a painful sit, and especially since it's nearly 2 hours long.
Yeah, it's like ugh.
And it feels every second of that. It's like, God.
Or look like lady next to us was doing that at the beginning of the movie.
Look, she was out, right?
I mean, it's like someone's comfy.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, fuck Kevin Hart, fuck Night School. It's the best thing I can say about it.
Fuck Tiffany Haddish.
Especially. Tiffany Haddish, please just quit Hollywood. Please just go back to being a stand-up comedian. Guess that's what you were doing before. Stop. Or just at least stop screaming. I'd be happy about that. So, until then, everybody, hopefully Venom is okay. I will put up with mediocre as shit. Hopefully. So until then, everybody, we'll see y'all next week. So, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.